think we've got 2 lessons left. That's today and tomorrow. It's one lesson. I've split it up. Today and tomorrow. And then Wednesday we will review. I do not have your study guide printed yet. But if you want that, I can get that to you this afternoon. If you're already wanting it. Okay. So today we did all that. Now we're on proving angles congruent. Okay. Let me see how many of these problems we've got. Problems 1 and 2. Okay. And we may just go through our sheet together. I'm not sure because that's less grading. I've been grading, I feel like. So we'll just kind of see. Yeah, that's old. Okay. Also, some of you, I did this for Algebra 1, so I'll do this for y'all, but I probably won't do this again. If your quiz, I don't know if I haven't graded all of them or not. If your quiz was like, man, I really messed up. I haven't graded yours, Edward. I'm going to do that at break. Was like, man, I really messed up. I don't know why I didn't do good. If you want to come in here today, 5th, 6th, or 7th, or Wednesday, 5th, 6th, or 7th, review, and then I'll let you correct the ones you missed for partial credit, meaning they're like 5 points each. You could earn, if you get it right, change it, you could get 2.5 points added to your score. Yeah, so I think that's what a lot of people are doing is wanting to wait, even in Algebra 1. They're wanting to wait and do it Wednesday.
Can I take my quiz tomorrow? I won't be here the rest of the day.
Today, you'll have to do it Wednesday. I won't be here all day Tuesday, but I will Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, y'all, I will be here all day, but it's the day before Rebel Fest, so I cannot, after 11:40, I can't do, class stuff. But Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So if you want to take it Wednesday, and then on Thursday, if you didn't do as well, then that would give you Thursday to fix it. Does that work?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I think I videoed a review. So find the review. Yes.
What is 5th, 6th, and 7th mean?
5th, 6th, and 7th hour. That's from 11:45 until 2:45.
That's art, Spanish, FTE for you.
I think it's just even.
Okay, let's move on. We are proving angles congruent. So this part of the chapter, we're doing proofs. Okay. All right. So if angle 1 this is telling us a rule. Oh, y'all can't see it. Why don't y'all say anything?
Yeah.
So they have these things called theorems. Okay? That means when you do a proof, you have to explain why something is true. All right? And we have, remember, some of these on every test. Lakin, make sure you're learning this. You do not have to say theorem 2-1. I have been teaching this 7 years. I have no idea what theorem 2-1 is. You say vertical angles theorem. Okay? You'll know that. You'll learn this. This is one of the most common answers on a proof. Angles 1 and 3 are congruent. Why are they congruent? They're vertical angles. That's why. So you would say, because they're vertical angles.
So vertical, they're in a straight line.
Yeah, they're basically straight across from each other. 2 and 4 are congruent. Why are angles 2 and 4 congruent? And you would say, because they're vertical angles. So that is a theorem, and you use theorems to prove things.
How would that straight, Miss Amanda, been sound like?
She's saying they form the lines form straight lines. Mm-hmm. So right here and right here, those are the lines cutting through 1 and 3. Okay? But you can see that they're angles across from each other. So now we're going to prove. Let's see what we're going to prove. Nope, not that one. That's not our problem. This is our problem. Okay, it's actually not a proof yet. I think we'll get to a proof in a little bit. It says, what's the value of angle X? Can y'all see that? I bet not. I can zoom in a good bit. Now can y'all see that? Okay, what do you know? We just learned about vertical angles. What do we learn about vertical angles? They are congruent. They're the same. So, what do I know about these two angles? They're going to be the same. We use an equal sign, right? Since those are vertical angles, can y'all look at that and tell they're vertical angles? Yeah? So, I would say 2x plus 21 equals 4x. Is everybody okay with that? They're vertical angles, so they're equal. How do you solve for x?
Combine like terms first.
So what are we going to move?
4x.
Yep, I'm going to move my 2x. If I was doing a proof, I would say, subtraction property.
So 2x is equal to 21.
And then what would I do?
Divide.
If I was doing a proof, I would say division property.
So it'd be 10.5 because 21 divided by 2 is 10 and 0.5 is 1.
X is simple. That's all they wanted. They don't want me to find the angles. What if they wanted me to find the angles? What would I do? I would plug it in. Okay, but they don't. They just said, what is X? And I leave it like that. Okay, is everybody good with that one? Yeah? Okay. Anybody writing that down? Yeah, were you writing? Yeah. Okay, let's see what else I have. This is the same thing, but I might as well go ahead and do this one. Okay, they are vertical angles. What do I know about vertical angles? They're congruent. They're the same. So I would write the same thing. 3x equals 2x plus 40.
Combine
Then
like
what?
terms. Subtract 2 from 3, you get 1x. So just x, and then you divide that by 40, and it's just 40.
Yep. X, bring down 40. X is 40.
Would you take off if we said they're the same instead of saying congruent?
Like in a proof, you'll have to say something about vertical angles are congruent. We haven't done one of those yet. Like on this, you just set them equal. But yeah, I'm gonna look for vertical angles are congruent in that.
Yes,
Okay, there's problem one. All right, let's see what else we have. Is it a proof? Yes, here we go. All right, we'll practice some proofs today. All right, here we go. It says they want us to prove that angles 2 and 3 are congruent. All right, I think that a lot of the times, maybe on this paper, we'll do a paper together in a little bit. I'm wanting to say they still have blanks where we fill it in and get used to proofs, but I'll take you through it. So the first thing we do is we take our little statements and reasons and create this table, okay? And then you've kind of been learning, the first thing you write is what's given to you, correct? So I would write angles 1 and angles 4 are congruent because that's given to me. Everybody good with that? Okay. Then the next thing I'd like to do, let me cover it with this. I'll show you what they give you. Why are angles 4 and 2 congruent?
because they're
They're vertical angles. So you're going to put vertical angles. Even they're going to write the word theorem, but if you don't write the word theorem, that's fine. Vertical angle theorem is what they would write. Okay? Now, this is the part, I'm trying to do it to where it was just fill in the blank. All right, so they told us 1 and 4 were congruent. That was given to me. I know, because I've already learned this, angles 4 and 2 are congruent because they're vertical angles. That's all I would write. Or they write vertical angles are congruent. Why are angles 1 and 2 congruent?
because they're straight.
Well, no, 1 and 2, they are a straight angle, but why would they be congruent? Let's trace back our steps. This is something we learned. If 1 and 4 are congruent, and 4 and 2 are congruent, then 1 and 2 are congruent. What property was that? Transitive. Very good. That was the example of y'all's height. Remember? If you and Shay were the same height, and Shay and Hayden are the same height, you and Hayden are the same height. That's what's going on here. It's saying that these two are congruent, these two are congruent, and guess what? Those two are. Okay? That's transitive property. That one's very common property that we use. Okay? Then why are angles 1 and 3 congruent? They're vertical angles. Is everybody good with that? Look at your picture. 1 and 3 are vertical angles. So why are 2 and 3 congruent? That
Because it's the transitive property.
transitive property, let me see this. Yep, there we go. And that's all we were trying to prove. We had to do all these little steps to finally prove that those two angles are congruent. Okay? This is what proofs are. Let me see if I have I'm not doing that yet today. Let's see what's on our paper. Trying to find. I don't have any proofs on our paper. I may print this for y'all then. Would y'all rather you do this on whiteboards or would y'all rather do your paper?
Paper.
I'd rather paper? Like a worksheet? It's the same thing. So you could do it on the whiteboard and know if you got it right or wrong and get participation points, or you could write it on your paper. Paper? What's wrong with
Both.
I vote paper.
you? Everybody wants paper?
I
Gosh.
just want it so I can keep it.
Okay, let me stop this.